Have you ever wondered what it's like to throw a 35-pound weight? Today on the show, we have Nels Flanagan, an MSUB junior, to explain how. I'm Austin Lindquist. This is a Stinger Spotlight.
Oh, dang
I started throwing my freshman year in high school. Before that, I ran and jumped, but I've always done track. So I started throwing discus in my freshman year, and I picked up shot. And then javelin's just kind of been off and on through the years. Haven't really done it too much. And then weight and hammer both came my first year at college. It's the first time I even knew what they were, actually.
Nels, you started at Eastern Oregon for your first season of track. Talk about what made you make the transition to come back to Billings.
I just enjoy being in Montana. I like the school, I like the town, and I had a few friends that were on the team that I'd been talking to, and just made more sense to come back.
At the Montana State University Open on January 13th, Flanagan posted a new personal best of 52 feet 4 3/4 inches. Since then, Flanagan has increased that mark by 2 feet, with a throw of 54 feet 5.5 inches at the GNAC Indoor Championships, where he placed 6th.
I really like throwing indoors. This year we had the opportunity to throw at the Metra, so we could throw out as opposed to throwing into a net. So that was good to see how far we were throwing and how we were progressing more. This year I think we got more throwing in than we had in previous years, and then once again having the facility to work in. We had a really great group of people out, so it was a lot of fun getting to throw and spend all that time with them.
Talk about some of the feelings and emotions that take place at the GNAC Indoor Championships.
It was an exciting meet. There was really great competition there. Like 2nd through 6th place was within a half meter, which is really, really tight competition. But it was a lot of fun and just a really great experience to get to throw against such good throwers there. My best mark of the year was just over a foot from qualifying from nationals. My goal this year was to provisionally qualify, but I have one more year to do it, so hopefully I can get it done next year.
While it may seem like strength is the most important factor in achieving record-breaking throws, Flanagan describes the detailed footwork, release point, and body control required of successful throwers. Different elements require different mechanics, and throwers must maintain a premier level of focus in order to avoid scratching or fouling.
All right, so for the weight throw, you usually do 1 to 3 turns. You start off by getting your momentum with the weight before you do a wind. And the wind is just to gain momentum and gain speed into your throw. And then you go into your first heel turn. And I'll do 3, I guess. The release takes a lot of back and a lot of lift with your legs to get a big finish out instead of just up. One of the biggest parts of staying in control through your throw is to counterbalance the weight and to speed up through your throw. So you don't want to start off too fast. You want to start off slow and then build up speed. So you got to be leaning against the weight. So the footwork and weight is more technical than the other events because you're doing 3 turns and you're going from your heel to your toe. And you need to keep really tight knees during this. You're gonna lose balance and go out of control. So keep really tight feet and go heel toe on left. So the difference between weight throw and hammer throw is, for technique wise, is you want to be faster in the hammer, and then in weight it relies more on power and lift, more torque, I guess. And for all the throws, you want to kind of start slower and progress to your fastest point at the very end. Discus, hammer, weight, javelin, everything. So I'm right-handed. Right-handed people push more with their right arm than with their left generally. So I wear a glove on my left hand to protect my fingers. You hold it with your left hand, you put your right hand over, and then when you're coming around, you push with your right hand and you're just kind of holding on with your left. It's not pulling it all with your left or anything, just from your legs, your back, and then the speed from your right arm. All right, so the two ways you can foul or scratch a throw is to foot foul, which is going across the line in the front of the ring at the end of your throw, or to throw out of the designated sector that you're supposed to throw through. So different people have different reasons for scratching or messing up a throw. My most common mistake this year was over-rotating on my first turn. So my right foot would come around and get down too late, and it would cause me to go down the ring at an angle as opposed to coming straight down the ring. And it would cause me to either foot foul across the line or throw left out of the sector. The weight throw and the hammer throw are about the same. People do 2 to 3 turns, and you go from your heel to your toe on your left foot, and then you're stepping over with your right foot. In discus, it's just one full rotation, starting from the back of the ring, going to the front. And then javelin is a runway approach where you start 30 yards back or so and have a full approach into your throw, as opposed to starting in a ring.
So of all the throws that you do in college, what would you say your favorite one is?
I'd say discus is my favorite. It's what I've been doing the longest and I've seen the most improvement in throughout the years. I really like hammer too. It's just a really fun event. It's really exciting.
This being your third year here at MSUB, would you say that you took up quite a bit of a leadership role?
Kind of. Me and Brady are the two upperclassmen, and I got to help the lowerclassmen a lot in weight this indoor season, where Brady helped them a lot in shot put. And it was cool. I liked getting to teach them new things about the weight throw and show them what's going to help them more, and getting to see them improve throughout the season with the help. So,
if you had any advice to give to younger throwers, what would it be?
My advice to younger throwers would be to not get too frustrated with the new events, because coming into college, there's a couple new events that they had never seen in high school. And within the first month or so, they really start to get frustrated with it. It's something that's totally new to them. So they just need to persevere, keep listening to the coaching, and just continue to get better through that. We continued to throw quite a few throws through the last few weeks. We didn't really cut out much time during practice. For lifting, we wanted to make sure that we were feeling good and feeling rested for our last few meets of the year, especially the conference meet. But for throws, we just tried to get in as many throws, tried to work out as many kinks as we could before conference came around. I want to improve in every event. I think hammer is going to be pretty big this year. I'm really excited with my improvement in weight and then coming into hammer.
What did it feel like to break your record so many times this year?
It felt really good. I really enjoyed seeing the improvements. Last year wasn't as good. I only improved on a few meets. So this year is good to see peaking at the right time at conference and continually getting better through the season.
That's a wrap this week on the Stinger Spotlight. Check out more stories on our Yellow Jackets at msubsports.com.